Hello there, boys and girls. How are we feeling today? Adam, are you in black and white?
Oh shit. Wait. Oh, yeah, anime is in black and
All
white.
right, it was in black and white. Did you go back in time? How are you in black and white?
Wasn't I just fine?
I thought so.
All right, hold on. Let me restart my camera. Maybe. I don't know. Wait. Did it work?
There you go.
There we go. Now you're in color.
What? Okay.
Wow, that was awesome.
Right.
I love that.
We're feeling good.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in. My lights are all messed up. Let me fix those again. Happy Tuesday. Happy season 2 reveal day. That's all anybody really wants to know. But we're going to talk about a whole bunch of other stuff before that, because that is going to come out in like, what, a half hour or so? We'll start getting info. Interesting, right? 6:30. They're doing their stream. 7 o'clock, right?
7. It's
7,
50
okay.
minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, before we get into the future stuff, the predictions, the guesses, the hopes, the dreams, the letdowns, all of the above. First, congrats. All 3 of our teams did in fact win again. We are all looking very, very good as usual. But other than, 2 of our teams did it without having to hold. Not get called, but
that's crazy.
Weird week. But outside of that, guys, how was your? Just give me a quick rundown of how the week was. What did you guys do this weekend? The number one biggest thing we have to talk about are the stupid bundles for 2,800 points that literally dropped the market by 40% in like 6 minutes, and it's never recovered. Is it coming back up? Did you guys buy back in? What are you doing? What is going on? What's the plan?
Yeah, I'll start, I guess. I was streaming when that bundle came out, and it was like the market started. Like at first when I went into the store, I just saw my first reaction was looking for like what Legend special offer was, and I went there and I completely missed the other offer, completely missed it. And then I went to like the market for a little bit, started picking up some stuff, and I saw the market tank bad. I was like, what did I miss? And I go back into the store, it was that 2,800 special offer, and then I just bought everything. I didn't even like hesitate. I just bought. So I have a full binder again. I finally just cleared it out when Joe said there's gonna be no team diamonds. So I finally just got my binder to like 1,200, and now it's back up to 1,650. So thanks, Joe.
Yeah. Yes. No. Saturday was fun. Saturday was really good for me because I actually had a lot of coins that day. Like I didn't have the only thing that I had invested. Like I went into that day. I think like I had like 9-10 mil. Went into the only thing I had invested. I still had some leftover 86 AKA, some leftover 86 team of the weeks, but I had like the legends, like all my 86 legends, my 83 legends, my 80 legends. I did the Paul Krause sets like in the morning, the first 30 minutes, liquidated those, got another like 5-6 mil. So I was at like 15-16 mil Saturday morning. I had MCS Elims at 10 o'clock my time. So the content went live at 7:30. I had Elims at 10. And I like quickly try to spend as many coins as I can on. I was just buying 87s for under. At the time it was like under 105. I probably bought like a low 100k average, and that was like the market at the time. Like in the morning, market was more cheap. It was cheaper from like 2-3 hours after the release of the bundle. That was when it was at its cheapest. It was the cheapest like directly in the morning. So yeah, like I was just scrambling, not panicking. I was just scrambling because I'm like, well, I'm going to be playing games for the next 3 to 4 hours. So I need to spend as many coins as I can because I don't know if the market's going to stay this cheap. So yeah, like I spent like 9-10 mil in like an hour and a half, just mainly buying. We'll talk about like what we're investing, but it was mainly for me was 87s on Saturday. And yeah, the market has already, you really can't, you can still buy the 87s, but the market has like as a whole definitely rebounded a little bit, but
yeah. I have a question actually for both of you. I know, okay, I don't want to interrupt you because I know you still have to talk about yours, but
yeah.
did you expect that long of a time for the market to like dip like that? I kind of thought it was going to rebound much faster, but it didn't.
The thing is, like, there's nothing that's like pulling it back up. That's the only thing. There's nothing to pull it back up.
Yeah.
Shoot, we've seen look at the AK market this Monday. Like when they give you something to pull the market back up, that market will skyrocket. Like you 86s, 80 AK 86s, you could have walked into the market over the weekend and bought them from 70 to 80k, and they went all the way up to 130 on Monday. That's when they peaked.
Yep. Yeah, I did the same thing. I ended up buying a ton all day Saturday and even Sunday was still buying a bunch more. And I was fearful a little bit. I was like, man, highlight. I wasn't really fearful. I was like, okay, so I'm going to buy all these at like, I'm buying stuff like 30 per training, right? I'm buying 87s at 90 and under. I was buying AKA 86 AKAs for like 65. I'm like, these can't go wrong, right? And those paid out, made $1 million off of those. Yes, just the 86. I was like, well, I better sell all these at 130. So those doubled in a day. And that to me was the biggest, most encouraging part because I bought a ton of like 86 legends, a ton of I have like 30 team of the week cards for tomorrow. So the AKAs bouncing back was incredibly encouraging, saying that the market is too low and is just dying to explode. One thing goes off and it doubles, right? So I fully I expect as long as team of the weeks aren't hot garbage for tomorrow, or
I don't think they should be, but
I mean the 86s and the 85s were the same price all weekend. How do I not buy the 86s, right? I know Tyreek Hill is amazing and he was holding up that market, but I need one damn good team of the week card to send this thing to the moon, or just really a reason. Yesterday's AKAs were good. They were decent. They were okay. I don't need my 9th 89.
They were good.
I mean,
Vernon Davis is a game. Vernon Davis is a game. Marlon Humphrey's like whatever.
Right. Humphrey's the same as every other corner out there.
Right?
He's good, but we have 6 other corners that are the same card, right?
I guess tight end apprentice is the
Vernon Davis is a
but even Vernon Davis though is only for, I feel like not even most players are going to go after that. They'd rather take, like a lot of some guys will go after Gronk, who has better run blocking. But either way, they're good. I don't know if they're like, it's not like Moss and you know what I mean, like somebody of that tier where like it goes. It was normal good cards, right, and it doubled the market. So we get normal good cards again for Team of the Week tomorrow. I think the same thing kind of happens. But any other reason for training to go up? Period. I think it's ready to just explode. Across the board.
That's where my confidence came when I was like buying everything again. I'm broke right now. You'll probably already know that I'm broke. I have no coins. My binder is full because you were buying training. Like you could buy. Well, I was buying 80. I started buying 86s yesterday. I was able to buy 86s in like the low 60s. Still buying the 87s in the mid to low 90s. You're buying those things at 35 per. Right. And 35 per equals out, and even lower than 35 per, that lowers out to the mystery. Like the mystery pack is what I base the market on. Mm-hmm. And that is like at a 27K coin cost. And I was doing mystery packs the last era, like the mystery pack cost was like 35K. Right. Like the market is just generally like training is like 25% too cheap in my opinion. Yeah. It's and yeah, like we there's a lot. I mean, we have season 2, of course. We're getting the stream a little bit. I mean, dude, they could throw in. I was talking to my Discord. I'm like, yo, what if we get like a random Redux training offer? Because we're probably gonna get Reduxes. Like that would go crazy. I mean, people are saying TVPs. I don't want TVPs, but man, I wouldn't mind TVPs in my binder right now because that would make it go crazy. Right. And then my thinking was like, worst comes to worst, this is just training for the mystery pack rollover stuff. Yeah, next week more than likely. Yeah, could be this week though. Could be if we do get an overall boost this week, which I don't think we are, but we could. I wouldn't hate it because I have training. That's all I have right now. Training in 86, 87s, and then also with the 87 overalls, I bought those in anticipation for the overall boost. They should be used in most feared sets next week. So yes, it was just like it was a perfect storm for me. It was like, okay, training is super cheap, and we will have uses for training in the next 10, 14 days, and then 87 overalls are literally going to be the next overall used for these champion sets on Thursday, and you can buy them at 90 to 95K. Right. And then even 86 overalls, like we hadn't seen 86 overalls, or we haven't seen the current overall cards that go into the sets for like the upcoming Thursday be this cheap ever. Like ever. Right. 60K. You could pre-build an entire set for 300K, like potentially a brand new 89 this Thursday for 300K. You can buy over the weekend or on Monday. Yeah, that's way too cheap for me. Like I have to buy that. And again, if nothing happens and they aren't used, it's like, okay, it's just cheap training for next week. It's right. Like, whatever. And like I mean, shoot, they've already gone up. The 86s have already. You can sell 86s at 80K right now, unfiltered. Like they've already gone up because then people are just now finally realizing like how cheap the market is. Right. Right. Yeah.
Well, I guess we were also. I also didn't think we were gonna get anything on Thursday, but this.
Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't have any. The only 86s I had.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Maybe that's another reason why the market is inching up there, right? And then if you need them.
Well, I mean, the special offer going away. I try to tell everyone like, look, as soon as that special offer goes away, you are not able to get 87s. Are not going to. And it's crazy how dead the market's been all year, and the minute we get a relevant special offer that gives people a reason to spend
It's
money
crazy.
or
Right.
open any packs,
Crazy.
the market is moving, man. There's like 15 cards listed every refresh. It's like,
Right.
I didn't want to get
this
off
is what we
stream.
should have all the time if there's like decent
Yeah.
coin offers in the store.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's
I
like,
know the market's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, it was awesome this weekend.
Right.
I was sitting there off stream on there for like 2-3 hours Saturday and Sunday, just like buying and selling. Like,
Yep.
it was I missed that. Like, we haven't had that all year, really.
But yeah, it's been super slow. I want to talk about the timing of that offer though. Was very much the last few days of Q1.
Oh yeah, I think it's completely. I mean, that with
right
Andrew
kind of
Luck too,
lines up like
with Andrew. Yeah, I think Andrew. I honestly think Andrew Luck. I'm not saying he wasn't planned for that, but I feel like they just had Andrew Luck in the back pocket, and they're
Right,
just
for
like,
when they
okay,
needed it.
whenever we're like a little bit slow on packs, we're just gonna release it on that Monday.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think they have any care to like affect the market. I think they just want.
Because I mean,
money.
shoot, if we're, I mean, I'm not specialized in marketing, but like, I would also want to think they probably would have announced Andrew Luck like the day before to kind of build hype up for Andrew Luck's release, but instead they just threw it out there to like, oh, Andrew Luck's out, go buy packs.
Yeah,
you know, on a Monday in the middle of the day when probably everyone's at work and stuff.
Yeah,
you know, it's like,
and I've had a couple people be a little bit like contentious about this thought, and I'm like, okay, so they put that out, knowing it's going to tank the market, and they don't want that, right? If the market sucks, no one buys any packs, because why am I going to pay $100 for a bundle for a card that I can sell for 60,000 coins, right? The waste of my time, wasted your value. There's no value there. But they have this unique ability to completely control the price of the market by putting out another really good offer, but not for coins or cash. Like you said, like if they do a Redux training offer tomorrow, or if they change the TVPs, or if the mystery pack, you know, whatever they throw out, it like doubles in value or something. Like they do anything to impact training, the market as a whole. So we've seen it before, right? We've seen it before. When, and even like the champion rolls, the champion training packs, they honestly, they suck, right? They're double the amount of training for a single card. If you don't get a limited, you lose your ass.
It was fine in the beginning, and then they just.
How much did it cost? What was the last one for?
Whatever the overall is, it was 13,000 because it's double whatever the overall is.
Yeah, it was. Insane.
So the next one, the next overall should probably be. I mean, you know, 90s would probably be. I don't know what 9,000 training. So figure like 18,000 training to buy this pack.
Like you can't. The only way you win on that, even with training being that cheap, was if you pulled the LTV.
Yeah, like but they were giving them out like candy. I did it twice the last time, and I got both limiteds.
Right.
So I mean, it worked, but the market went nuts. People lose their mind. People have amnesia in this game. Some people are so focused on Team Diamonds. Whenever they're going to come out, they're out here buying 75 overall golds, filling up their binder, going, "Oh, I'm going to need these." I'm like, okay, well, you also might want like 186s and 100 Team of the Weeks and 187s because that's probably instead of like, oh, I bought this 75 at 4,000. I bet I can sell them at 9. Okay, neat. I'd much rather buy 86s at 60 and sell them for 130. It's just quicker. You know, I mean, like a little bit more better of your time invested. Yeah, so diamonds are cool and all, but I can't chase diamonds.
Well, no, I'm going to prep for Team Diamonds this year 100% when I kind of get, like, I'm hoping they like talk about it a little bit in tonight's streams. They're kind of mentioned that they would talk about like what's planned for season 2. They even mentioned those spheres. So I'm hoping they like tease out, hey, Team Diamonds is on its way. It's just more prioritize what you should be doing, like in the right now.
Right.
Yeah, what's going to impact first. Like even just this week when I saw we were getting Unstoppable on Thursday, I kind of paused my buying of 87. So I'm like, all right, let's shift our focus to 86s because I know I can liquidate those 86s on Thursday, sell those off, then take those coins and buy 87s over the weekend.
Right.
I think we'll see like 87s dip a little bit more too because like
I kind of hope that. Well, I've been just selling them for like 115, 119. They've been pretty. I mean, there's certain 87s that have already gotten rid of like all of them, like Dan Dierdorf, Devin Hester, Ed Reed, Bobby Wagner.
Well, the legend ones have been going pretty nice.
Yeah. Well, and another thing too with the 87 legends, my Discord was going crazy about it last night. We'll be able to use the 87 legends in not this Saturdays, but next Saturday's legend sets.
Right.
And we're buying them for, again, like 90, 95K. If you go back to the first 86 overall legends that were needed for the 89 sets, and Walter Payton and I forgot the other defensive player. Troy Polamalu. What's Troy Polamalu?
Yeah,
Walter
it
Payton,
was
Troy
Troy Payton,
Polamalu.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they went for 160 for the
Right.
first day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, any of those I saw at 90, I couldn't. There was like no way I cannot.
yeah,
And,
it's like
you're talking about the volume. Like I know so many people were on buying so much stuff on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
I think maybe I lost 2 cards. Like the volume was
Oh,
there.
yeah,
And it's I was just buying. Like I was the only one in the auction house. Like no one else had this thought. It was wild. And I know they did, but that's what volume does. You're not all fighting over like, oh, it's the first card in 20 seconds, so there's 3,000 people trying to buy it. Like when you refreshed, like what you saw was so different for everybody because there was so much stuff being thrown up. Oh man, Dirty Bird, I want to bring that up too. Speaking of investments and what we've been buying up this week, I know I have like 80 green strats for tomorrow, just in case.
I would have green strats, but I needed those coins to buy 86.
Right.
Honestly,
I'm hoping, man. What do we think? So they're 10K right now. Let's say it goes the same route, right? And it's what, 5 to make a blue, so 50,000 for a blue. What do we think greens jump to if there's really good blues? I feel like with new abilities coming out, I feel like we're about to hit a different level of MUT gameplay as far as abilities goes, and possibly even strategy items.
Yeah,
I think easily like 15, 16, something
easy,
around
yeah.
there.
And I feel like if you like put some of those in the exchange and hit on some of the new ones, especially early on, you're gonna make bank.
Right. Is that the move tomorrow? You think if you have a lot of greens, you think you just say the hell with it and go in and get the blues? There's gonna be none up, right?
I honestly like, especially if you get like
I get like an in the zone or man to man early. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying those are gonna go for like
those things go for
100K. You'll
100K
get banned probably like in a week, but still.
Yeah, that's double. I mean, even if it's still, so if you do the set, right, like at the worst case, the cards sell for 50. I know you can sell them for 15, right, and make a little bit more, but do I want to make 30K or take a shot at making 100?
Yeah, plus you want to like get them out before they start to go down.
Right.
It is.
Yeah, those were wild last year, man. The strats in general, like the waves that they went through were, I think, very underappreciated and underutilized. Nice. Okay, so we're loaded up on 86s and 87s. Team of the weeks for tomorrow, those are fair game, right? We want to get rid of those as soon as we see, maybe even tonight. Like if they hit like 120 tonight, are you burning them?
87s?
86s.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Right.
I mean, I don't think they'll. Oh, you mean team? Oh, I've just kind of blanked out. You're talking about team of the weeks, right?
Yeah. Team of the weeks.
Yeah, I just
did you see the set from last week? It said any like week 3 last week.
It did, yeah, but it said that the first week. Remember the first week it said any preseason.
Preseason is still locked on preseason 80.
And then because it's the only one in the game, it doesn't say any 86. It just says any week 3. After that, I mean, it should say that.
It should.
Tonight we should see it, but yeah. They did the same thing last time. I know we saw that on Twitter. People a little bit nervous about that.
Right.
I think
I sold.
It's tough, man. I think it. One, it depends on the players. I'm assuming we're gonna get Khalil Mack. I hope we get Khalil Mack and Stephon Diggs. That's what or Josh Allen. That's who I want to get. But then I'm not kidding. It just comes down to the special offer, man. If we get that 1,000,
I know. They'll do nothing, but I will buy up all of them for Thursday.
They'll be 70, 75, 80K. But
if they show sets for Thursday and they're any 86, which I imagine they would be, right? This isn't like a weekly program. This should be.
It should be any. It should be.
God forbid. If it's not any, I think we're gonna have a fire on our hands. Tonight, like they won't be able to show enough cool shit for people not to freak out if it's not any 86s in the sets. Speaking of sets, though, I mean we're kind of like moving through topics kind of quick things. I know we're short on time.
Go for it.
For the next overall jump, right when we go to 90s, is it going to be 86/87s or is this going to be just straight 87s?
I think 87s.
That's be 87.
Most feared right to 87s, right?
Yeah. Because they changed it with the Gridiron Guardian one, right?
Yeah.
So
and something I remember. Shout out Hawks. I think he's actually in the chat right now. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Hawks last time around, he said look out for the special offers on the week leading up to the overall boost because a lot of times they like to throw out 80s. Like last time they threw out 85s on AK Monday and Team of the Week Wednesday, kind of saying like, hey, we're not like, why would they throw out a 85 offer for 1,000 points when if it could be any
Right.
85s.
If they're gonna go up again, yeah. So it's almost like the useless card leftover. Like it's the flash sale. Like that we have extra inventory. Get rid of it.
Yeah. So that's gonna be something I look at next week. But I mean, either way, I mean, I should have. I mean, if you should have both. Like, I'm not kidding. I have a split binder of 86s and 87s. I have like 130 of each, and just seeing where they go, man. Seeing where they go.
I don't go anywhere near that.
If you're, so let's talk about. I know people have full binders right now, and we're assuming Team Diamonds came out in like week 2 of most fear last year. So in the next couple of weeks, we should get Team Diamonds. But I'm usually up against the wall where, like, the 78s and 79s aren't typically the expensive ones because everyone does exchange sets all the way up. I feel like it's always like the 75, 76s that are like the diamond in the rough guys.
Depending on when we get it, are we gonna need a lot of those lower end 70s?
I don't know. I mean, the overall all started this year, right?
Likely, right? That's why I'm a little worried about too.
Even the higher ones. Let's say you're like me and Adam right now, and you have 1,700 things in your binder, and you can't sneeze without having the super little prompt come up telling you to get rid of some stuff. I mean, 78s are like 25 per training. Do you think those are the safe ones, just burn out, or do you want to hold them just in case you need them? If you got a clear room, what do you? If you have to clear a room, are you clearing out 70 to 74s? You're clearing out all your 78s.
Well, I cleared all of my 78s before, like just recently. I exchanged all my 79s into Campus Hero stuff and AKA 81 Gronks before when we heard there was no Team Diamonds coming. So
right. I did the same thing.
Value. So now I don't really have those in my binder right now. I'm mostly stacked up on the lower golds and all my elites. So
right.
That's where I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pre-build team builders just leave the pack. That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
maybe I'll make like 5 of those. That'll clear out actually a bunch of room. That's pretty smart.
No, yeah.
Hawks is my genius. Why don't we have Hawks on this show? I'm out of here. Hawks taking over next week.
Wait, do you guys realize that you can't hide your cards in sets anymore unless you complete them? No, unless you complete them. Yeah.
Oh.
No, dude. I went in to go and I thought I was like, oh, I'm gonna be smart. I put like a bunch of like random sets. I put a bunch of them in, and my binder was still full.
Wait, so
I'm not sure if it was a glitch.
I think yours is glitched. I think I hid some in the the AKA one and the legend ones. Like I hid my tokens. Maybe it's only tokens that hide.
I don't know because I went in and I kept on getting that prompt.
Well, hold on. I have a bunch in my legend token right now, and I'm full. So let me take these out, and I'll see if it. I have 1,701 right now. Now what does it say? I had
a glitch with my team. I was doing a team builder set. This was last week. I did a team builder set. I entered in 7 or like 10 of the 13 cards, and I accidentally entered in a B and D team of the week. It kicked me from the servers. Then when I went back in, all the cards were gone on the set, and they were gone from my binder.
No,
that is a giant.
So if you really want to get rid of cards, you do that. But
yeah, right. Just delete them out of your account. Yeah. So I just did it. So the legend and the AKA, the tokens, those do remove from your binder when you put them into the set.
Okay. But yeah, but
so not that you have a ton of those, right? But like it's still 9 tokens I can hide out. I stopped opening up the packs for that stuff because I'm like I don't have room for you right now.
No, but I don't mean like the tokens. I meant like the cards itself.
Right. Damn. So those don't disappear unless you pull the trigger, huh?
Honestly, maybe it was a glitch and I'd have to like back out completely or something. But it wouldn't.
Right.
I was on stream. The whole chat was laughing at me because they're like, "Oh, you're stupid." Like it worked every single year. Why wouldn't it work this year? So yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. I forgot I actually did not do the AK set, so there's like 28 more tokens I can hide away right now. I always get nervous doing that though. Like I'm gonna do the set at the wrong time and then be really mad at myself later. Oh no, the AKA one didn't work. I tried, did not work.
Yeah, see? Unless you have to like back out fully or something. I don't know. I haven't tested it or anything. I'm not really.
Yeah, every time I put it into it, when I back out, it just takes them all out. The legend one worked though. Those tokens went in, so you can hide like whatever 9 legend tokens you have or whatever. All right, cool. So, all right, let's talk about season 2 a little bit. Yay or nay on a Redux training special offer? Because I don't think anybody else is pulling an 87, 88, 89 out of any pack out anywhere else.
Yeah, I hope so.
I know. I think we're all in agreement here. We don't really want this, but what do you think is the over under on the possibility of mystery pack going away and we get a full season of TVP?
I would.
I don't want it to go away because I have like something planned, like not planned, but like I want to go in on mystery packs for
Content wise,
hitting
it's
most
easier,
years.
right? When overall jumps, you can go like you can make a thing out of it, right? It's good,
Yeah.
but I think there's less control over the market with mystery packs because they do still suck, and people aren't doing as much with it. Like limiteds come out, mystery packs don't budge, right? Because the packs aren't in there. I can't get AKs out of it. I can't get Team of the Weeks out of it. My only hope is legend packs. That's why we see the market going up on Saturday instead of instead of going down like it normally did. But TVPs, all limiteds could be out again, and maybe we start getting minned out limiteds for a season.
I think I would be more like TVPs would have a more realistic chance if they lined up the season with the overall chains. Because the problem is they've released TVPs tomorrow, and we don't get an overall jump. The TVPs are going to have to update in price the next week.
Right. So that's a really good point. So let's say TVPs do come out tomorrow, right? Let's plan ahead here. Yeah. Knowing that with an overall boost, that pack is also going to get more expensive, right? You say the hell with it and go all in and burn all your shit tomorrow if you want to go in on TVPs.
But at the same time, you can't hold anything. You just go in. That's it. You hope.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, if say the pack comes out at 1,000 training tomorrow, right? It's going to go up to 1,500 when they go up to 89s or 90s.
Yeah.
You think you buy in then earlier, or do you want to hold and wait for a limited instead?
I think I'm gonna go in on that. It's different than like if you said like for mystery packs, I would do that.
Right, because you can hold and wait and then kind of play the game a little bit.
Yeah, but like
I mean, I guess if you made up your mind
in the pack, there's nothing really to be in the pack other than what.
It'd be the same as last year. It'd be platinum, strats, jerseys, and limiteds. That's it.
I mean,
I'm not saying I want it, but
wait till Thursday of the LTDs from Unstoppable and Team of the Week LTDs.
Okay.
So I mean, first I'm seeing what the return rate is, and I need to see if it's worth it instead of just selling.
Yes,
I mean, I'll definitely do some, but yeah.
At that point, you sell your training though for more because it should inflate the market.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
I might as well just sell everything and just literally double up my coins.
But then it could go up even more again on. Well, no, when the price goes up, the market goes down. So
yeah, because we'll have an overall boost.
So sell immediately. So if TVPs do come out tomorrow, or honest to God, like I think if we see a training inflation tomorrow, period, I think I burn everything I have.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of looking for that time to. I mean,
I'll save some stuff. But
Maybe some 87s for sets, but everything else, like even all my lower stuff, right? I still have some 85s, 84s. Like if they double in price tomorrow, everything's got to go.
Yeah. I don't think there's going to be, honestly, I don't think there's going to be that much of a market change for season 2. It's more just, like visual stuff inside the menus. I think the big day will be probably more Thursday than anything. We'll see, man. We'll see. They could drop a curveball, but
yeah, I think if it was anything big training wise tomorrow, will be that Redux pack. If it's not even guaranteed, it's just kind of thoughts.
But knowing it's not going to be a training offer. It's just going to be a MUT point offer. It'll be like it'll be like a Redux Fire Fantasy for $30-$40. And
with that threat, if it's a cash offer, because I do still feel like they want to increase the value of training. I feel like cards are all too cheap right now. Have you unloaded your limiteds already?
Oh, the 88 limited set is and like 87s.
Yeah. The ones that were still like 600,000-700,000, like they're gone, right?
Yeah, you had to get rid of them like over the weekend. I mean, they were still very expensive. I sold Jawan Taylor, Cromartie, Joey Porter Jr. all for $600. Right. Yeah. Very, very, very. I mean, I didn't really say get rid of 89 LTDs, but I actually sold. I sold my team after elims just because I'm taking like a week and a half break from like playing head to head. So right. I'll sell it and buy it back when we get that overall boost.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
And weird enough, like it's funny, we didn't have a podcast last week. It was like last Monday, the high-end market tanked with Andrew Luck coming out. Like you saw a ton of high-end cards crash in price, and they rebounded over the weekend. And then it was this weekend, the trading market and the low-end market crashed. But the high-end market still stayed
didn't budge a whole lot. Yeah, held on pretty tight.
Pretty damn expensive. Yeah, they definitely dropped a little bit, but like by the end of the weekend, like I sold Keenan Allen, I bought for $750K on, I think it was Thursday afternoon.
Right.
Sold him for like 908. No, it was like 980K. Sunday night. Even like Andrew Luck, I sold for like 1.2 mil Sunday night, which that was up from like 300K when I bought him. So the high market still like held its value, I'd say.
Yeah. That finally tanked out. It looked like Sunday once everything kind of caught up, because I know even on Saturday I was buying Team of the Weeks and building Tyreek and just selling him as fast as I could.
Yeah, I was actually building Tuas. I was building Tuas on a Saturday night. I was buying the 86 team of the week for like 75K, building the set for like 360, 370, and two was going for like 470.
Yeah.
And I built like 2 or 3 and sold them off.
Right. Yeah. No, Rice, no, Legends will not go to 90 this week. We should have one more week of 89s, which is odd. I mean, we could get a curveball and they could flop things over tomorrow and go to 90s, but typically everything else stays. We should have, even next Monday should still be 89 AKAs. We've only had 4 so far out of the normal 6.
We should,
once in a while.
Yeah. On that note, because there is a chance that we do get an overall this week. I don't think it would happen tomorrow. I think it would still happen on Thursday, and we will know. Right. We'll see the unstoppable players. They're having a stream Thursday morning, so we'll see. We'll get a reveal, like a tease Wednesday night, and we'll see if those are 89 overalls, and we know we're staying. One thing I think also why I think we're staying at least for one more week in this. I don't want to kind of degrade the season, because they've shown the season 2 rewards. At least I'm pretty sure they've showed all of them for the season 2 field pass. The Randy Moss is, I'm saying this because he's still going to be a really good card, but he is only a 91.
Right.
And that is only 2 overalls higher than 89. And we're getting 90 overalls next week. And we're going to be getting 91 overalls at the start of November if we stay on course. And it's like, I don't think we're going to be able to get Randy Moss in the first month. So
yeah, he's going to be a later tier. I'm sure he's going to be he's going to be Jalen Ramsey. I think they're all power-ups because I see weird overalls on some of these guys.
I really hope he goes to like 92 or 93, because 91, although he'll still be good because I'm sure he'll have 90, 91 speed. But I mean, it took like 2 months to 2.5 months for me to get Jalen Ramsey. And it's like 2.5 months would be in middle of December, and that's like a 91 in middle of December is not
good enough.
Good.
Yeah.
So I really hope
they did pretty good this time around though with Ramsey. Ramsey was 89, the highest overall.
Yeah, Ramsey. Yeah,
he lined up pretty well.
Yeah, hopefully they lined that up as well.
He did line up very good.
Right.
I'm just
maybe that's not all the awards. Maybe it's just half of them, and they saved. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We'll see. I am a fan though of the slow overall crawl.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's the same. We're at the same pace in terms of like every 3 weeks we just started out lower, which again I'm all for. It's just makes the game
right. It's gonna make those higher end cards later in the year. Like last year, I mean, I think people forgot, dude. We had like 4 months straight of all 99s. Like it was a long time of straight 99s. Now it's gonna be like, hey, golden tickets are finally 99. Like Super Bowl MVP this year may not be he may be a 99, but he may be the only 99 for a long time.
And those will be like 90, like around like the 95 overalls and stuff.
Right. Yeah. We might get team of the years pop off at 96s, right? And like that might be it for like 2 more months.
Every promo is just -2 overall, which is cool. I like that.
Yeah, no, I like it.
It'll make Easter players even better. I mean, they'll be more sought after at like 97, 98.
Yeah, because even when we got to last year, it was like 98 overalls and 99s were essentially the same.
Right.
They like all got the same abilities. It was like 97s. The going from 97 to 98 was important, but after that, it was like 98 and 99s are pretty much the exact same.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I feel like the end game was the end game for 5 months.
Right.
We were at. So.
Yeah. It was definitely just way too long. Killed all the kind of motivation to get anything better because everything was the same. Abilities.
Okay.
We saw a little teaser here of some new-ish abilities. Are we ready for this? I mean, we still only have 7 AP. If these things are rocking in at 2 and 3, Joe, especially, like you're the comp guy. Adam and I just go out and we suck at every game we play in.
Yeah. Exactly.
But is this going to change your mindset here going forward? I mean, how are you feeling about the AP boost to 7?
Offensively, the biggest thing for me is I get to add gift wrapped because offense, the meta is more just you either run most people, like 90% of comp people, I would say, run Gunslinger, and then it's a choice. Most people have a slot app for most of their offense, but then it's like, okay, do you want running back app, jukebox, or gift wrap? That's like you choose like one of those 3. I've been a running back app guy, so now I get to add gift wraps to my offense. The big thing with these new abilities, I don't think no one's going to run the new abilities on offense just because it's too important to have the Gunslinger, slot app, and either running back app, now tight end app's a big thing. Like, offensively, there's not leeway. Defensively, there really hasn't been anything that good. The meta is kind of evolving right now. It's going to go to with the 7 AP. I think what everyone's going to be running soon is 2 deep ends on their middle safeties, and then a deep out zone KO on Paul Krause on their outside safety, or Paul Krause deep out and deep in on their safeties, because those abilities, deep ins are really, really good if you run like not really cover 2, but they're just really good for deep half. Like you could run 2 deep halves. If you have deep ends and you put a streak right down the middle, you would normally be like, oh, you just bomb it down the middle. The deep ends will react instantly, and they will go, and it will be a play on the ball, and they will knock it out every time.
Okay, that's good to know.
But yeah, defensively, like there's really like Pickard is very, very inconsistent.
Yes.
The D line abilities this year are not that good. Like defensive rally's decent. It's decent. Unpredictable is not that good. Double or nothing's not that good. You got to spend 3 AP on it. Like defensively, the entire comp community's been like scrambling. Like people running stone walls for 1 AP on 6 players.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot actually.
Yeah, and even edge threat on DeMarcus Ware, terrible. Like doesn't work. So
I noticed that too. And even with the D line, like these guys are getting through after 3 seconds anyway, right? So like I don't feel like I need abilities on my D line anymore. Last year I was like I made a nasty D line this year. Like I love it, right? But I'm like I don't need abilities in these guys because they're getting home anyway.
And
it's more like, everybody else. And Lurker, is it just me or does Lurker feel like it doesn't do not a damn thing this year? I have it on two linebackers and they non-existent. Doesn't matter.
I never touching linebackers, unfortunately. It's EA's. I don't know why they do it, but yeah, unfortunately, linebackers. Although
when we had good linebackers, then they jumped like Ryan Shazier. Remember his part is
I know. I'm all for it, man.
Yeah, like, I saw Trell Bernard jump 15 feet in the air last week and make a pick. So like, I'm like, come on, they can jump again.
It's hard. Like the users are really bad as it is. Like you can barely move left or right. So like, I feel like you should still be able to just jump naturally. But what was I gonna say? I just completely.
Sorry, I jumped you there.
I was gonna say, I just completely forgot my train of thought. The Dave Robinson card, really, really good. I think it's 90 man, 90 zone for a linebacker.
Yeah, it's 90 like man, 87 zone. So, I really wanted him for that reason.
Made a play for John Beast, like the game-winning interception at the end. For him to make the live.
Yeah, that's why he's still 900,000 coins. Because I really, 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 really wanted that card because I run a lot of big nickel over G, so my outside linebackers are outside. I can't sub them out. They're stuck at outside linebackers. And I looked through Mutt.gg yesterday. He is the only one that isn't hot garbage. Like literally, if you need a coverage linebacker, he is the only one that isn't absolute trash. You can get that latest Jermaine Pratt, but he comes in at like 85 speed. I'm like, well, that's not. I need better than that.
I'm hoping that did they hype up the? It was like a Micah Parsons. It was like dual threat.
Yeah, what is this card?
That might be cool. I don't know. Again, defensively, like no abilities work that well, except for deep ends are kind of good, but if you run man coverage, then it doesn't really matter. So
like it's weird we're getting a 1+ overall Micah Parsons.
Yeah,
that we already have.
Even like
right?
only a +2 Aaron. I'm hoping those cards go to like 90s like later. I don't know. We'll see. We got.
That's why I'm hoping they all upgrade. Maybe they all go to 91 or 92 in December. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Like I hate to say, but they showed like the Travis Kelce as a level 36 reward, and he's an 89 overall.
Yeah,
and it's like dude, level 36, you're not going to hit for a month and a half, and we already have 89s. It's like
we'll see. It could all be different though. There could be 200 levels, and you go through them a lot faster this time. Because let's talk about this one real quick before we dip out, because I know Joe's got to go start making videos.
Yeah.
I will be staying on, and we'll be watching right through. Nice. But this field pass. The only way to get that pack at the end to finish out the field pass, you had to do every single objective in every field pass and do every daily. You couldn't miss one. I missed a daily and I'm 8K short. One. That's all I did. Everything else. I missed one daily and I'm 8K short. Nice. What the actual hell?
I'm not gonna get the token, the 20,000 XP.
Oh, you didn't get the token? Damn.
Well, no, I mean, I could sit down tonight and play
2 points
3 hours, 3 to 4 hours.
Right.
No, but it's only 10K though, by the way.
Oh, it's only 10K?
That's what people are saying. Fine. I'm like, okay, I'm not even that mad about it.
It is 10,000 XP. It is 10K.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go spend my like another hour and a half tonight trying to grind for 10K XP. You know what I mean?
I mean, that'll get you faster to get a midfield pack at level 3, Adam. What are you missing out on here? Maybe it'll be a max fantasy pack.
Yeah, it's okay.
You have to wait 2 days for your max fantasy pack.
I think that's what I want to see the most on tonight's stream. I want them to adjust the way the seasonal pass as well as the comp pass. I want them to acknowledge that they made some mistakes in the design of these field passes and how you get the comp pass points and even the rewards a little bit. And I want them to adjust and make stuff better.
Yeah.
If we see the same copy and paste for the objectives as well as the rewards and everything,
suck.
I'm gonna be very disappointed.
It's gonna
Yeah.
suck.
Because honestly, I don't personally like. Season 2 is cool. It's starting and all combat's cool. It's starting, but we're not gonna actually get the cards for again another month or two. So I don't really pay too much attention to actually the cards being revealed. I want to see them like adjust the comp pass and again how you like. I want them to adjust weekend league objectives. I want to see them again acknowledge they made some mistakes on the design and be like, okay, it's our fault. We're gonna change them now for season 2. We're here. We're adapting to the community's feedback because that's been like something they just disregard. It feels like forever because it's almost like they're too stubborn to say, hey, we made something that just isn't working, and they just stick with it until the next year.
They said from the beginning for the field pass, I said that they're going to see how it went, and then they're going to adjust based off that. I know they say it. I know.
Right. We'll see. Because I know, I mean, is your guys' community the same? Because I know mine's been this way, and even in like Mutt.gg forums and like Facebook Mutt groups, is that I have seen nothing for the past 3 weeks except people complain that the field passes are absurd. They're too much. I mean, the rewards are good, right? But it's a second job to get a lot of this stuff done. You can't miss a day. You need to max out your Mutt Champs pass every week. You need to max out solo battles. You can't play the game that you want to. You have to play it how they dictate, which is everything, right? I've seen a lot of dissent towards how this is set up right now. I just want to know if you guys are seeing kind of the same thing.
I think
we're all
you go.
Same boat there. And it's just like frustrating because like it has so much potential.
Right. I think the only ones that I'm seeing that are enjoying the current setup are the small bubble of legitimate competitive players.
But I don't even know if the competitive, like, I don't want to play weekend league. I don't want to, I haven't played head-to-head seasons in 2.5 weeks. Weekend league I haven't touched in a month. Yeah, I don't know.
Even the squads guys are just out left in nowhere, like Narnia. Like they got nothing going on. And that's a big, believe it or not, like the squads community is a big part of this game community.
Totally.
I used to play squads a ton back in the day with my friends.
Yeah. Squads used to be fun.
Yeah, I really hope we see some adjustments. I mean, hey, the comp pass, the reward structure is amazing, but
I also feel
how you get them is terrible.
I want your opinion on this. I also feel that it's not the same people making each program. Because
very apparent. Yes.
They take like 4 steps forward, and then they take like.
Oh, you mean how they gave a B&D champion for the ultimate kickoff, and then just went right back to the 86 hero? And it makes no sense.
Like what,
for a harder program to complete, by the way, for a more difficult program to complete. Wild.
It's like.
Or we're getting ultimate kickoff Darren Waller.
Like, you must have saw the feedback. You had to see the feedback. I even provided feedback saying we love that you can get a full champion at the end of this, and they're like, oh, cool. And then they did it, and I was like, like, how do I even like keep a straight face and be like, this is gonna be fine, guys. Like, we're fine. Like, it's not. It's not. Like that.
I really hope. I want to see more of those Darren Waller events, man. Every 2 weeks. Like, why not? Like, why not?
Got all those sweats. Go do that. Then I can get wins and butt champs. Y'all get the hell out for like 2 days.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Right.
I don't know.
Like we've gone that for 2 weeks.
89 champion or the champion at the end of it. It's D&D. It's not hurting anybody.
And it's not even a fantasy. It's a random one, which I actually don't care that much because it makes it to where like you got to fit it in your team.
Right.
It's like kind of like the FIFA way of like you get a random icon and you have to kind of like fit your team, build your team around that card. So I mean, I pulled Javon Hargrave, which I was like happy about because that was one of the 2 cards I was using.
Aaron Rodgers.
That does suck. I was like hoping for Hargrave or Clowney. So like, hey, if I get Clowney, he's just another D lineman I could sub in and out.
Right.
So yeah, but then we go right back to the and then like even the little things, right? Like the campus hero chemistry. We get the campus hero chemistry. That's awesome. Everyone's using it. It gives the man to not only the champions, but the LTDs, even the 85s have uses because they get good boosts off them. And then we're like, okay, we're going to get it for Ultimate Kickoff, right? No. We're going to get it for Gridiron Guardians. No. And instead, for Gridiron Guardians, we get this confusing-ass motivator boost, which I barely even understand.
Yeah.
I barely understand it. And like the LTDs don't even have a motivator like logo on them to get the boost. And it's like, bro, what are like? I think now that Adam, you said it, I'm like, wait, that actually makes so much sense. There's got to be like they just assign like one person to this promo, one person to this promo, one person to this promo, and they don't talk to each other at all. Like what we're doing, like what should we like? There should just be standards in each program. Like, hey, we should have a upgradable objective card like RG3 that's a high overall instead of the 85s we got Brandon Cooks or Amani Rory, or the 0 objective cards we got with Gridiron Guardians. 2, there should be some sort of chemistry that goes on every single card that gives some sort of boost, that gives more demand for the cards, which again would just help EA give the cards more value.
Yeah.
And then 3, you got to be consistent with the, you should have a BND champion, random if you want it to be, at the end of the field pass. Because I'll be honest, the 86 card at the end of the Gridiron Guardians, I don't care to get. I don't care to get.
Who does?
I have there's just be, I don't know.
They almost made me do. I almost did the ultimate kickoff stuff. I almost did all my challenges. I thought
I did
about
too.
it.
Yep. I played all the solos. I did everything to max it out because I'm like, hey,
didn't do it,
that's a good card.
Right. Yep, I did it too. For 500 training.
I don't know. It's wild.
What it is.
Wild.
But all right, I think it's going to wrap it up for today. Let's hope that some of these good ideas that we have come to fruition here in the next 30 minutes or so.
I mean, it's not even our ideas; it's their ideas. They just don't use them for every promo. What's going on here?
Yeah. Hopefully, the guy that made this program went whoops at the end of it. Like, I'm hoping his buddy that made the other one go, way to go, idiot.
Hopefully, it's in groups of 3s, and the person that's running the Campus Hero program is running the Unstoppable program this Thursday.
Let's hope so. Yeah, I need the good one to run most feared though. God, if it's 86, 87 B and D, I'm gonna lose my mind.
We're just gonna start calling Promo Guy 1, bro. Hey, Promo Guy 2 made this promo. We know that.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, I appreciate the heck out of you guys. I'm gonna go pull these people over. I'm gonna go watch and hope for all the good news. Appreciate you guys as always, and we'll catch up during the week, but then you guys can catch us again right here again next week at 6:30 as we break everything down, and hopefully everybody got good, fat, and rich. Appreciate you guys.
Have a good one, everybody.